Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 45.
Take
Fact
45.
Fast. My name is Matt Miller, and FACT stands for what it's always stood for, Greg Lloyd.
Frequent answers and questions.
Frequent answers and questions, indeed. We also have the man who has the opinion of an average person and doesn't like talking to the mic.
Thanks for having me here, Matt Miller. It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to have you here, sir. We also have Colorado's favorite dirtbag, Carlo.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
And the man who is only known as the tax man, Nathaniel Bauer.
Thank you very much, Matt Miller, for that splendid introduction.
That was the best group of introductions we've ever done. It was all nice. It was
concise.
awesome.
Mucho bueno.
We got through it. Nickel didn't say anything.
Kind of slurred that word, but...
Fact of the show, where we talk about many random topics. Some are well thought out and articulated. Other ones just end up becoming some random conversation about Sunny D in the grocery store. I heard that floating around.
Are we talking about Sunny D right now?
No, we're not talking about it just yet. You just
okay.
You got them all excited.
Yeah. Tonight we're going to talk about the Olympics.
Foreshadowing.
A little bit of DC comic books and where they stand in the movie industry versus the comic book industry. Are they doing better in one or the other? But we're going to open up with what we always open up with. And that is, of course, we're always going to open with the soapbox, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to ask you guys, have you guys ever had a moment where you had to tell the truth, but you could have also gotten away with telling a lie? And I like to call this, of course, George Washington syndrome, or, stimulus, or, package, whatever you want to call it. But real quick, I'll give you an example.
George Washington package?
Well, of course.
Why would you ever?
I heard he had a wooden package.
I think the ladies liked his package.
I heard he was blind.
Oh.
Anyway.
George Washington, of course. I'll get to my point, and then I'll let this roller coaster just, take off. George Washington, of course, cut down the cherry tree with the axe or something along those lines. Of course, we all know the story.
I think that was Paul Bunyan.
No, this is George Washington.
He had bunions on
Yeah,
his
because
feet.
George Washington couldn't tell a lie, right?
I thought it was Paul Blart.
That was Abraham Lincoln.
Okay,
Abraham Lincoln
everybody
was not
shut
the
up.
Man with the, okay, point is, the man chops down the cherry tree. The dad says, "Did you do this?" George Washington says, "Yes, I was the one who did it. I could have gotten away with it." Basically, couldn't tell a lie. He was an honest man. My example of this happened to me recently.
Presidents mixed up.
My girlfriend comes home. We're about to leave for Jerome, and she sees I have a bottle of wine out. Okay, she comes over to my apartment. Of course, the bottle of wine was from the previous night where I had some friends over. We got some beer, got a bottle of wine. Barely drank the beer, didn't even touch the wine. I had forgotten that her favorite wine of all time was a Pinot Grigio. So she looks at me and she goes, "Aw, you bought my favorite wine for our trip." All of a sudden, it was just like, look over at myself. I was like, "What are you going to do, Matt? Are you going to say that you bought it 2 nights ago? Or are you going to be a real man and lie to your girlfriend to make you a better boyfriend?"
You always go with the better boyfriend.
So I want to know.
Always
I wanna
lie.
know
If you can lie and get away with it, do it.
If you guys have any situations like this happen to you recently in your entire life, maybe something you feel guilty about. But this is like what I'm upset about. I don't like those moments because it truly tests your character. It's
Wait.
I'm not a bad man.
No,
but
I have
if there's a
question,
chance,
I have a question.
I might take it. Yes.
If you can get away with a lie, totally. Like, if you have the ability to look into the future and you
believe that's what
know
we're
you will
talking
never, ever get caught for it. Yeah, this is absolutely the circumstance.
But you
you're
never.
illustrating.
But that's the problem. Is I
What?
guess what's keeping us good people is that we don't know if we're going to get caught for it.
100%. But I mean, like, lying is so sweet when it's fucking done. You know what I mean?
When it
you
works
get
out.
away, dude, it's the fucking greatest thing. It's like, I didn't have to explain that. Thank fucking God. I didn't need to fucking talk about that thing that happened. That sucked. Like, you don't have to do any of that shit. Like, it's fucking awesome when it doesn't happen. So I mean, a rational, like, if you put that logic into a computer, I believe a computer would be like, yeah, you should fucking lie. You idiot. Like,
He's like,
stupid.
sure, 7 times 5.
Yeah, it's
14.
Yeah, you should fucking lie, dude. What are you doing?
So,
I believe in the case that pertains to you, I would have definitely gone for the boyfriend points and gotten that.
I'm not saying what I did.
I'm pretty sure I know what you did.
Wait, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna reveal. There was gonna be a big reveal what you did.
But I'm gonna let them talk about it. Nick.
I think in your case, though, just because you are always honest, that even if you did tell the truth, I think she would have been still okay with it.
Still got a nice glass of wine.
Yeah.
That's true, but the boyfriend points would have been like 0.5 boyfriend points.
Yeah.
They've been like, oh, that's a thing.
It's better than 0.0.
But what makes you, Matt Miller, is that you're honest.
I'm pretty sure he told him that it was just from us.
I said I bought it a few minutes before from the gas station, and then I explained that we needed to go get gas. To which she said, so I dug myself deeper into the lie at this point.
Oh,
She said, "Well, why didn't you get gas when you were at Quick Trip getting the wine that you said?"
Why are you asking so many questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I just said something along the lines of, "I'm like,
Well,
You
that's
need to
good
become a
thing.
better liar then, dude.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You're not like a good liar. So.
Which, this leads into something I was going to say, not really exactly pertaining to your specific question, but kind of the whole thing.
do you have a story that's about this, Nick?"
I don't have a specific
Okay, that's
story,
fine.
but
Continue.
it's
That's
more
fine.
of a life philosophy.
It's more of
if
an
you will.
aside. Yes.
The thing is, you get caught in a stupid lie, it makes it look like you're a really bad liar. But if you make somebody think that you're a really bad liar, then you can lie and get away with anything.
Yeah, isn't that?
The key is to be a good liar is make them think that you're a bad liar.
I've had a.
That's very
a
interesting.
situation
That's
recently
fucking chess, dude.
About that.
You're just fucking setting yourself up to
Chess.
win, dude.
I'm gonna put
That's
a
fucking
rope
rad.
right here. What, Nick?
Well, it wasn't me, but it was one of my coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
I had woke up and I saw I had a text or a missed call and a text message.
Were you sleeping at work?
No.
Okay.
I work like later on.
Here,
in
Nick,
my
do me a
shift.
favor. Bring that mic over to your face more.
And like I received the missed call, and it was at like 2 minutes before we were supposed to open from his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shoot, something must have went wrong. He's either hungover or something. And then I noticed that he texted me and that he said, oh, sorry, I accidentally called you. I was like, oh, good. But then I got into work and realized that he was late and he couldn't find his keys.
So he's
And
just dumb?
So he was just, yeah, and he tried to lie about it, but it ended up backfiring in the end. Because, yeah.
How do you fuck that up?
Yeah, he fucked that up real bad.
Yeah, it's
You just come up with a simple lie saying that you
Yeah,
couldn't
and
find
I
your
fell
keys?
for it.
I don't know.
I fell
Yeah.
for it too. And yeah, I got in and he was like, yep, I opened late.
Dude,
So
that
I
guy's
was like,
probably
"Oh."
addicted to heroin. Let's talk about the real thing.
And he
Come
called
on,
my
let's get at it. Let's
and
get
he
down
called
to
my
fucking
boss, too.
brass taxes.
and he said the same thing to her.
I got a little bit of a story
Dude, this
about
dude's
lying and
addicted to
being
heroin.
late.
What?
A little bit of a story about lying and being late. So one time a few months ago, like I had to open early, and so I was driving in what should have been like prime time traffic time, but I just slept in too late, and I was running probably like 10-15 minutes late. And then on the freeway, I saw the freeway was actually moving, like it wasn't like stop traffic, which was really nice, or else I would have been really, really late. But I saw that there was a crash a couple miles ahead on the freeway, but like it was still on the little light up sign, you know, the one that says drinking and driving goes together like, you know, pissing and shitting or something like that.
Dude, let's go together.
And then
They do go together. Continue, Nick, with your
And
pissing
then,
and shitting story.
turns out that the crash is all cleaned up and it was just like still on the board. But when I got to
Continue your story.
But when I got to work, I said, hey, sorry I'm late, guys. There was a crash on the freeway, and I was stuck in traffic.
Mhm.
And it's
So
like,
you used
it was
the-
a white lie. I used what I saw on the board, even though there really was no crash.
You're just being
and if there
resourceful.
was,
No, I believe you did the right thing.
and even if there was really a crash, I would have been really late to work. But I just used that. Hey, there's a crash.
Dude, honestly,
So if somebody was to back check my story,
no.
it was posted on the overhead board.
No,
perfect.
I have to say something, dude. If I was a manager, if I was anybody, and I found out that someone didn't lie to me like that, like a little white lie, I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, why wouldn't?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Like,
dude, you
it's
could have
so-
gotten away with it. It's not a big deal. I'm mad. Like, dude, you could have made. Imagine, I immediately think that, like, dude, you could have lied to one of our customers, made a sale. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, it does that thing. You know what I mean? Like it does. Like, dude, you could have fucking twisted a little bit. You know, a little white lie in the same vein of, oh yeah, there was you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something that you could have totally gotten away with. Either way, it's like, dude, you could have fucking done that white lie. You would have made us money. Like, does anybody understand what I'm
I
saying?
know exactly what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you're saying
It's just
you're
like-
stretching it to like
No, but I mean, like, dude, you should have fucking done the lie. You know what I mean? It's one of those lies where, like, yes, do it. Fucking do it, dude. It's not one of those lies where, like, that person's probably going to go back and fucking see that you didn't do this thing. Therefore, they're going to fucking know, and they're going to know that you lied. It's one of those things that, like, dude, you fucking got away with it.
Nathaniel,
So clear.
You're kind of a sleazy person then.
Okay, so
I like
question.
that about you.
Nathaniel,
Smart, though. I mean,
Nathaniel,
it's
you're
just
outside
smart.
of the grocery store.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a scenario.
You're walking with your shopping cart.
Yeah.
You put it next to your car, and it takes off and it's another car. Okay?
I'm walking with... Okay.
Oh, wait,
A person comes up, and they see what happened. And they say, oh man, it must have been a really gusty day or something.
What?
Do you say it was completely your fault?
Yeah, never admit to anything.
So they didn't actually.
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
no,
They
they
didn't see
Wait,
it
no,
happen.
they led to a conclusion.
Yeah, but
previously.
it was your shopping cart.
Ooh,
so that's something
no.
you actually walk over and get your groceries at that point?
No, I would
or
tell him.
Or you're just like,
I would
oh,
tell
shit.
him. I would tell him it was my cart.
That's
I totally
good.
would.
That's good. I think we all needed that.
No.
check.
That's different. Cause like
I would tell him it was my cart.
You know?
That's true.
But I would just go with the, it was a windy day.
No,
Just
dude.
walk
If I
away from
fucked
me.
up, I totally would. Like, if I fucked something up and did it, you know what I mean? Like, I would totally. Yeah, I'd be all about that.
Yeah, like
the little boy in the back.
I would tell him it's my cart, and then pretend to write a note, and then put it on the cart,
Nick.
and then take off.
That's a meme, isn't it? Where like someone writes a note and all the note says is "I'm writing this,"
Yeah.
so the person next to me thinks I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Someone's
It's like,
Sorry
"Shit,
about
this
your
is-"
car.
Oh yeah.
Dan.
I've seen that before.
Well, I can check the camera, but real quick though, Greg, you said you had a story.
Oh yes.
Somewhat related to this.
Yes, I
Go
do.
ahead.
This is also a late to work story, and it happened last week. So first of all, at work we have this thing like if you have a perfect time stamp for the whole month, you get $100 extra. So that's pretty sick.
What?
So
I want that.
So last week I had the super early schedule where it's like 6 to 3 after work. And so, Monday or Sunday night, I set my alarm for 6 to wake up at 6 so I can get to work on time. And so I woke up at 6, got there. But then if you're really paying attention, I said I set my alarm for 6. I have to be at work at 6. So I ended up being like,
It's actually good.
basically, totally an exact hour late. Because, but the cool thing is, none of my managers were there yet. So I mean, it's obvious that I was late. Like in the timestamp, you can easily see that I was an hour late. But if they're going back and reviewing it later in the month to see if I get that perfect punch, they're unless they're really paying attention, they're not really going to catch it. And it's just going to look like I came in on the later shift instead of the shift that I was on.
Oh, so you're saying you just worked
Yeah,
a later
it
shift?
was a
Yeah.
perfect 60 minutes.
Yeah, it was a perfect 60 minutes. So we'll
Ooh.
see. We'll see at the end of the month what happens. But I think I might get away with it.
That's actually pretty hilarious.
You'll have to keep us updated.
Yeah, unless they all listen to this, then.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Hashtag Greg Lloyd.
All right, Nathaniel, I heard something in the beginning of the show.
Oh,
I
God.
heard a little
You heard whispers.
whispers.
There were murmurs.
Okay. Well, no, I'll go right into it. So I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and then we were talking about how when I was growing up, my dad never ever bought orange juice. He never did. He never bought orange
Well,
juice.
your dad or the person
My
you're
dad.
talking to?
No. This is me. So I was telling the story to this person.
Or he's making it
Dude,
up.
he
We don't know.
never, just a white lie. No, he never ever bought orange juice, but what he did buy was Sunny D. And Sunny D's cool, right? Sunny D's cool. They have neat commercials. Like
like
yeah.
Sunny D.
No, Sunny
It's
D's like a
terrible for
classic.
you, but I like it.
No, but I'm just at a certain point, growing up with Sunny D and like having gone over to a friend's house, trying what real orange juice tastes like, be like, Dad, you're fucking buy orange juice, dude. Like, Sunny D is more expensive than, just like, why are you going for the alternative, like, juice ripoff? You can go straight for the orange juice, what Sunny D's going for, and, save money.
Just buy the juice.
Just
Dad.
buy the juice, dude. Buy the real thing.
So I have an example of something that's just like this. Then for a while I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I can't think of something that's not a real thing that also costs more, like the knockoff version.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized what it is. It's vegetables and like cheese, like broccoli and cheese, or different like
Oh,
melodies.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
don't
totally.
taste good at all. Even like some of the canned stuff. Sometimes it is more expensive, and it's just like, for what? I could have just bought a thing of broccoli
Dude.
and a little bit of cheese.
That's exactly the same thing.
Wait, so I thought the Sunny D story was going to be like something about Sunny D being poisonous or something, but I guess I misheard.
No, this is just random.
Okay. When I was young, my mother would make mac and cheese. You know, the crap kind with
As most mothers
yes.
would.
But she would only use half the packet of cheese.
Ooh.
Because
Dude, she's looking out.
She only used half the packet of cheese. So, like, growing up, like, mac and cheese is pretty good. It's all right. I didn't know, like, what it's supposed to taste like, but it's pretty good. And then I was probably, like, 10 or 12 years old, and my parents are out, and my sister, she's like, Nick, do you want some mac and cheese? And I said yes, and my sister didn't know any better that my mom used, like, this. I was probably a little younger than that. We were probably younger, but didn't know that she only used half a packet. Yeah. So she used the whole packet of cheese, and my sister made it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my entire life. And then, you know, our parents came back and we were talking about it, and she's like, did you use the whole package of cheese? Gabby's like, yeah. She's like, well, I've only ever used a half a packet. And I'm like, I've never felt like my life is a lie so much as at that point.
You were betrayed. Wait, why is she only use half a packet of cheese?
Because my dad doesn't really like a whole lot of cheese.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your dad was getting in on that mac and cheese, dude?
Yeah. Well, he was the cause of it because he doesn't like a lot of cheese, but I never like really knew that at the time. Yeah.
Did she just throw away the other half?
I guess so.
Wow.
No,
she might have snorted it like
snorted
cocaine.
it, yeah. She fucking railed it, dude.
Oh, man. That's a lot of cheese.
Well, boys.
Is this the getting off topic like you were talking about? We started
I
with
was
Sunny
about
D,
to-
and we finished with snorting powdered cheese.
No, we're closing out this segment, but honestly, God, I was like between closing out the segment entirely and explaining how the opposite of that was my mom would only make my grilled cheese sandwiches with mayonnaise. And I know you hate mayonnaise.
Wait.
Like they're so
Where would
fucking
the-
good.
Okay, you say only, so like, is there bread and mayonnaise and that's it?
Yes.
No.
Bread
So it's
mayonnaise.
bread, mayonnaise, and then the cheese, right? It's
And
not
then
like
cheese, yeah,
cheese
yeah.
and
Okay.
then mayonnaise.
Yeah.
right?
So number one, you think that's weird. Some people do think it's weird. But
I think
that's
it's
the
weird.
way I fucking
I
like
think
my
that's
grilled
weird.
cheese now. So
I
I'm
think
like,
that's weird as
thanks,
fuck.
Mom, that's like having your dad eat like ketchup and bananas together. That's not quite the same. Ketchup and bananas.
Wait, you guys don't eat ketchup?
Thank you all for paying attention to part one. We'll be right back
I have
to
to say, though,
these
Matt,
messages.
you do make a good
The other shave club.
You make a good noodle.